some of you may be familiar with this, the Teddy Atlas podcast. In this particular clip, they come out with some interesting information with regards to the Deontay Wilder, Dominic Breazeale tickets, because they say that the tickets for Wilder Breazeale were 3 times cheaper than the tickets for AJ versus Andy Ruiz. Bear in mind that both those fights are taking place. Well, the Wilder Breazeale's already happened, but both fights are taking place in the same city, just a couple of weeks apart. That's concerning for Deontay Wilder and his team, to have a guy from the UK, a different country, come into your country, and he's apparently, as far as I know, sold more tickets, even though his tickets are 3 times as expensive as yours. You really have to look at Wilder and say his team, his promotional team, etc., have done him a disservice for a long time in his career. Because how on earth could they allow a situation like this to come about, where you've got a foreigner coming in, fighting in your country? He's one of your main rivals. He's been a champion for far less time than you, and somehow he's selling more tickets even though it's at a higher price. Again, I don't know what the attendance was for Wilder Breazeale, but this is the information I've come across. So, it's not about laughing and saying, ha ha, Wilder ain't sold as many tickets as AJ. Ha ha, Wilder's not making as much money from the gate because the tickets are 3 times cheaper. It's not about that. It's about looking at Wilder's team and saying, honestly, they've done him a disservice. This is why I always say there's no room for loyalty when you are a boxer in professional boxing. If your team ain't doing the job, they gotta go. Now, to be fair, Wilder's team, the Shelly Finkles, the Al Haymans, the Jay Diaz, they may come good in the end. But up until this point, as an outsider looking in, they haven't done a good enough job. But they may come good in the end. They're certainly managing to push this AJ purse higher and higher and higher. Yeah, that's definitely true. Because they were initially offered, 12 million? Then they managed to push it to 15. Then they managed to push it to 40. Now you got Wilder talking about 100 million. In fact, where is that article here? See if we can find it. Yeah. Wilder talking about the Joshua fight is worth $100 million purse for himself. Will his team be able to get it up that high? I don't know. I mean, that's pretty money hungry. But maybe they're trying to make up for the fact that Wilder hasn't been selling out arenas for many, many years. He hasn't been making spectacular purses for many, many years. And now they're thinking, okay, we are going to try and cash in on this Joshua fight as much as possible. We are going to try and push the networks, the zone, AJ's people to the point where they'll pay us a ridiculous amount of money to get Deontay Wilder in the ring. And I'll talk about the fact that Wilder's team and Wilder himself have basically now admitted what many of us have known all along, which is that they are the ones who have been delaying the Anthony Joshua fight. They are the ones who have been, putting it off and what have you. Why? Because they want to make sure that they get a crazy purse from the fight. That's why. Is Wilder worth that kind of crazy purse at this point? No. He's not. The finances don't make sense. If you were to pay Deontay Wilder the kind of money he wants to fight AJ right now, the show's going to lose money. That's what's going to happen. Wilder couldn't even fill out the Barclays, even with cheap tickets. AJ's bringing most of the fan attention, worldwide fan attention to this fight. Of course he is. Otherwise, how could he fight in the very same city, in Wilder's own country, just a couple of weeks apart, and sell more tickets, even though they're 3 times more expensive than Wilder's tickets? So Wilder's team, I guess they're going in the right direction in terms of building up the fight. And of course, the spectacular performance that Wilder put in against Dominic Breazeale will help him in terms of building up his market value, raising more awareness. And at least Wilder's team are now talking a little bit more positively about the AJ fight. Not saying all the silly stuff they were saying before. Now they're saying the fight's going to happen. The fight's going to happen. Be patient. It will happen. Which also shows you what? That they're the ones who are basically in control of whether it happens or not. Because AJ's team won it. AJ's team are ready to do it yesterday. They just didn't have the cooperation of Wilder's team, who are holding back and trying to take Wilder in a different direction, hoping to build him up before they put him in with AJ. Build him up, I'm talking about in terms of his profile, so that when he does fight AJ, he gets the maximum amount of money possible. But yeah, have a watch of this video here. They're talking about the ticket sales, or excuse me, ticket prices for AJ Ruiz being 3 times as expensive as the ticket prices for Wilder Breazeale, even though AJ has apparently sold more tickets. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. It's happening, I'm out. Join me on Patreon. I upload a minimum of 2 podcasts every single week, covering a wide variety of controversial topics, as well as live stream Q&A sessions. Take a look on screen right now at some of the podcasts I've produced so far. For just $3 a month, the equivalent of about £2 a month, you get access to all my new podcasts and my entire back catalogue of past podcasts, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen on your computer or on your smartphone or tablet by downloading the Patreon app from the Google Play Store or the App Store for free. The Patreon app also allows you to download each podcast in MP3. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you get access to dozens of hours of exclusive content. It's easy to sign up, there's no contract, and you can cancel at any time. So come and join our community of free and critical thinkers by signing up with me here on Patreon today.